Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to start new chapter, the human eye. All of you know, children, there are 5 sense organs in our body. These are eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. We can see what is happening all around us in this world with the help of these sense organs. Eyes are the most important and valuable sense organs which provide us the sense of vision. These eyes enable us to see the beauties and bounties of the nature. This nature is beautiful, we can see with the help of eyes. If we will ask the blind person about the beauty of the nature, they will be not able to explain about it. So, eyes are very sensitive sense organs. They are sensitive to vision. They enable us to do all our day-to-day activity. We can carry out all our activities with the help of eyes. We can drive the car, we can write, we can run, we can do any work with the help of eyes. They are very important sense organs of our body. Okay, children? Today you will read how can we see the object. For that, firstly you should know about the structure of the human eye. In the previous chapter, in chapter Refraction and Dispersion of Light, you have read about the lens. The lens focuses the light and helps in formation of the image. So you will read about the eyes. Eyes are the optical devices. A device which works in the presence of light is called optical device, like compound microscope, telescope, etc. Our eyes also require light to function. So eyes are also optical devices. Eyes are natural optical devices. Okay. Now you should know the structure of the human eye. I have drawn this diagram on the blackboard. It is nearly spherical in shape. Eye or eyeball is spherical in shape and its diameter is 2.5 centimeter. The front portion of the eye is curved through which the light enters the eye. It is protective in nature. You see the whitish color in the eye, which is cornea, and behind the cornea there is liquid that is called aqueous humor. It gives moisture to the eye. It prevents the dryness of the eye. Now you will see, children, there is a muscular diaphragm that is called iris. It gives color to the eye and it also controls the amount of light entering the eye by adjusting the size of the pupil. This pupil is black in color because no light is reflected from it. And in the bright light, the pupil contracts so that less amount of light may enter the eye. And in the dim light, the pupil expands so that more amount of light may enter the eye. Okay, children? Now, you will see there is a lens in our eye. This lens is convex lens. Convex lens means it is thicker in the middle and thinner at the edge. Okay, children? This is a convex lens and this lens is held at its position with the help of ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles help the lens to be at its position, and ciliary muscles also help the lens to change its curvature, or it helps to change the focal length of the lens. About the focal length you have read in chapter Refraction and Dispersion of Light. Now this lens, which is held at its position with the help of ciliary muscles, this lens focuses the light on the retina. Retina is the screen where the image is formed. The lens focuses the light and forms the image on the retina. Okay children, this image is real and inverted. Now retina has photoreceptors, or you can say photosensitive cells. Two types of cells are there, rod-shaped cells and cone-shaped cells. Rod-shaped cells are sensitive to dim light, and cone-shaped cells are sensitive to color vision. Okay, we can see even in the dim light due to presence of rod-shaped cells, and we can see the color of any object with the help of cone-shaped cells. So two types of cells are there in the retina. Okay children, now when the light is focused through the lens on the retina, then the photoreceptors or rod-shaped cells and cone-shaped cells, they are activated and they generate electrical signal. Now this electrical signal is sent through the optic nerve to the brain. Okay children, this optic nerve sends the electrical signal from the retina to the brain, and the brain interprets the image. The brain processes the electrical signal and converts it into the image. Now this image is of the same size and it is erect image. So we can see the image with the help of different parts of the eye. ठीक है बच्चों, अभी आपने देखा कि आईज जो है वो बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट सेंस ऑर्गन्स है, जिसकी वजह से हम किसी भी चीज़ को देख सकते हैं, कोई भी काम हम कर सकते हैं, चाहे वो दौड़ना हो, लिखना हो, पढ़ना हो, या टीवी देखना हो, या ड्राइविंग करना हो, ये सारे काम पॉसिबल हैं आइज के वजह से। अगर आइज नहीं हो तो हम नेचर के ब्यूटी को भी नहीं देख सकते हैं, ना हम कोई भी काम कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, और बच्चों आपने पढ़ा है चैप्टर रिफ्रैक्शन एंड डिस्पर्सन ऑफ लाइट में लेंस के बारे में। तो लेंस जो है वो लाइट को फोकस करता है और इमेज बनाता है। तो हमारी आँख में भी लेंस है। ठीक है बच्चों, हमारी आँख जो है वो ऑप्टिकल डिवाइस है, मतलब इसको फंक्शन करने के लिए लाइट चाहिए। जैसे माइक्रोस्कोप, टेलीस्कोप, ये सारे ऑप्टिकल डिवाइस हैं, वैसे ही हमारी आँख भी ऑप्टिकल डिवाइस है। ये नेचुरल ऑप्टिकल डिवाइस है, और कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप, टेलीस्कोप जो है वो आर्टिफिशियल है, मैन मेड है। ठीक है, अब हम देखेंगे कि हमारी आँख जो है ये स्फेरिकल में शेप का है और इसका डायमीटर 2.5 सेंटीमीटर है, और ये फ्रंट पोर्शन जो का पोर्शन है जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं कॉर्निया, और कॉर्निया से होकर लाइट आता है, और कॉर्निया जो है वो प्रोटेक्टिव है नेचर में, और यहाँ कॉर्निया के पीछे में लिक्विड पार्ट है जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं एक्वस ह्यूमर, जो कि आँख को मॉइस्ट रखता है, ड्राइनेस को रोकता है। ठीक है, और यहाँ पर आइरिस है जो कि मस्कुलर डायफ्राम है, और ये प्यूपिल के साइज को कंट्रोल करता है। प्यूपिल ब्लैक कलर का होता है क्योंकि यहाँ से लाइट का रिफ्लेक्शन नहीं होता है, और प्यूपिल का साइज जो है वो डिम लाइट में बड़ा हो जाता है और ब्राइट लाइट में छोटा हो जाता है, ताकि लाइट का सही अमाउंट आँख के अंदर जाए। और ये लेंस है बच्चों, ये कॉन्वेक्स लेंस है हमारी आँख में, और ये अपनी पोजीशन पे है सीलियरी मसल्स की वजह से। तो सीलियरी मसल लेंस को अपनी जगह पे रखता है, और और लेंस को फोकल लेंथ चेंज करने में भी हेल्प करता है, ताकि नज़दीक और दूर दोनों जगह की चीज़ को देखा जा सके। और अब ये लेंस लाइट को फोकस करता है और यहाँ आता है इमेज, ये बनता है रियल और इन्वर्टेड। और जब ये लाइट फोकस होकर आता है रेटिना पर, तो वहाँ पर दो तरह के सेल हैं, रॉड्स एंड कॉन्स, दोनों सेंसिटिव होते हैं और वो इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल प्रोड्यूस करते हैं। और ये इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल को ऑप्टिक नर्व ले जाता है ब्रेन में, और ब्रेन इंटरप्रेट करता है इमेज और उसको इमेज बनाने में हेल्प करता है। अब ये इमेज जो होता है वो सेम साइज का होता है और सीधा होता है, इरेक्ट होता है। तो इस तरह से आपने देखा कि व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द ह्यूमन आई एंड हाउ वी कैन सी द ऑब्जेक्ट। Now you should know, children, in your book one activity is given which is showing that the rod shaped cells are sensitive to dim light. Okay. You can write the activity in the notebook also. This is activity number 1. You take identical object of the same shape, like you can take 10 caps of the same shape. Okay, but the color of these caps are different. Suppose 3 caps are blue colored, 2 caps are red colored, 2 caps are green colored, like this. You mix them and count the number of different colors of caps in the bright light. Now you turn off the switch of the room so that there should have only dim light in the room. Now in the dim light you count the number of different color of cap. Now you turn on the light, you will see that you have committed mistake. There is error in your counting, okay, because you have counted in dim light. Now again you mix caps of different color and again you turn off the light. There should have only dim light in the room. Now wait for 7 to 10 minutes. After that again you separate these caps. Okay, after separating you put on the switch of the light and you see this time you have committed less mistake. First time you had committed more mistake and second time you are committing less mistake, because your rod shaped cells have adapted to see in dim light. Okay children, so you have seen that rod shaped cells are sensitive to dim light. Okay children, now you will see children in the day birds means birds which can see in the daylight, which are active during daytime. They have less number of which cell? Rod shaped or cone shaped? They have less number of rod shaped cells and more number of cone shaped cells. Day birds have more number of cone shaped cells and less number of rod shaped cells. Okay, and their cornea is also small and pupil is also small. But in night birds like owl, you will see there are more number of rod shaped cells and their cornea is also large and their pupil is also large. Okay children, so in case of night birds you will see there is large pupil and there is large cornea. This is the character of day bird and night bird. Children, you should know that crab has a small eye, whereas insects have larger eyes. Many little eyes are combined to form a compound eye. So insect can see in the front, in the side and even in the back. They can see back portion also. Okay, this is all about the human eye and the eyes of day birds and night birds also. Okay, thank you children.